Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to take a look at this new robot called Leech. So finally this robot has hit the live server and there's been a couple of changes actually to the stats. So let's just go to the description here and you can see the ability is called Repulse. Basically, when you use this ability you have damage reduction. You can see 90% here, and any damage that is being done to you during that period, you can redirect that damage to a red player and they will take 35% of that damage. The range for this is now 500 meters. The last test server that we did, I think it was 350 meters. Before that, I think it was 600 meters. So, they've been messing around with the ranges. They've settled on 500 meters. This is the official, range for this ability, and it has the ability to actually do damage through walls and stuff. So I'm going to try to show that in the gameplay. And you can see a duration 10 seconds, cooldown 18 seconds. So we're going to run with maxed MK2 Storms. Last Stand, we have Thermonuke, we have Phase Shift, and here are the pilot skills. And because we are running Storm weapons, I made sure to include the shot grouping or sharpshooter for the Storm. And there is actually, I'm looking at this here, so we have an Evo skin. And then if you win, this in the Yandi Showdown event, you can also get the additional 5%. I don't have access to that, so we have to just go with what we have here. But this is what the Leech looks like. Okay. And as for the rest of my lineup, I have a Phantom here with Ignite and Blaze. We have Last Stand, Thermonuke, Phase Shift. And here are the pilot skills for my Phantom. We have the Fenrir with Redeemer Corona, Last Stand, Heavy Armor Kit, Advanced Repair Unit. Here are the pilot skills for this Fenrir. And I did do a video on this, I featured this build last week. I'll put a link to that in the top right corner of your screen so you can check it out. And then we have a tier build here with the Corona and Blaze. Last Stand, Fortifiers, I have Advanced Repair Unit, and here are the pilot skills for the tier. And I believe there's actually a skin for this too. Yeah, so there's an event skin. This is kind of what it looks like. Unfortunately, I can't use this because I don't have access to it on this account. And then lastly, we have the Behemoth. So I'm going to try out the splash damage build here. We basically have 2 Avalanche and 2 Exodus. We have Last Stand, Thermonuke, Phase Shift on here. And, here are the pilot skills for the Behemoth. But the main focus today is really to focus, on this Leech bot, because I'm kind of curious to see, how this does with the Storm weapon, which is a very powerful weapon, especially at close range. So anyways, let's hop into game number 1. Okay, so game 1 we have dropped in on Power Plant map. And I decided to actually start with the Leech here. Just looking to see where my teammates are going, making sure they go for those beacons. We have a couple of guys around this corner. I'm not sure what they're in. Okay, we got an Ares here. What I can do is I will leech onto him. And, what I've actually been doing is sometimes what I do is I will leech onto a player like this, an Ares player, and I'll keep on firing at him, because when I do that, what actually happens is they tend to fire back at you with their retribution, and in doing that, you redirect that damage to them. So just another strategy you can use in order to take out these Ares. These guys are pushing heavy to the side, so I've got to be careful of that. Let's just move this way here. I wonder if I can break this guy's shield here. The other thing too is I can actually fight 2 players at once. So you see how I was able to do that? This guy fires at me. Well, he actually ended up detonating, but basically what oh shoot, I'm gonna go into a Phase Shift here. I gotta make sure that I stay on this beacon though. He's gonna, no, he did not get me down to my Last Stand. Whew, that was close. That was really, really close. I'm going to move to this side here. My team is actually attacking this pretty heavily. What I can actually do is I will leech onto this guy. Onto that guy. So if these guys attack me now, it's actually going to do damage to the guy on my right. I don't know if I took him out actually. Did I take him out? I'm not sure. These guys don't want to shoot me because they know what will happen if they do. This one I will leech onto him. He's going to hell dive me, but I think it actually redirects the damage to him. Yep, so we might even be able to kill him. One thing I found with this yep, oh, we got both of them. One thing I have found with this bot is that the two bottom weapons, you can actually kill a player that's in stealth, like a Loki, which is really helpful. So you don't have to use quantum radar for that. I'm just trying to see, what these guys are in here. Is that guy an Adrian? We've got a bit of lag here. I can see something happening. Let's check that guy out. I think this can also be very good at dealing with tanky bots too. So I'm going to deal with this Ares here first. So the more they attack me, the more it's going to hit this guy on the right here. You can see his health. I see someone behind me. Let's get this guy. Got a Fury here that we can probably take care of. Let's just move this way. I didn't want to actually use my phase shift, but I'm trying to stay in this spot for as long as possible. So we're going to do this.
Kill. Double kill.
They might have another. I'm not going to get that beacon. Yep, because I want to make sure that we get as much footage here of this bot. So yeah, you can see it's very deadly. If you know how to use it, it can be extremely deadly. There's a guy behind me. Where is he? Let's move this way. I'm going to just leech onto that guy. Let's just go for this one. The more he fires at me, the worse. You know what? I'm going to fire at him. Because he's firing at me, the more he fires at me, the more it's going to kill him. Let's get... Yep, there we go. So I use that strategy again for that Ares player. They have a guy going through the gap here. Let me just move in this direction. Actually, wait. We're going to get this other one here. Let's do this. No one wants to fire at him because he's got his retribution absorber shield on. And I should be able to leech on here, so the more he fires at me, I'm not even firing at him. It's gonna kill him. So yeah, that was a pretty good game there with the leech. It just goes to show you how crazy this thing is. I think it's deadlier on a map with a lot of cover, because you can obviously use that to your advantage. And in the case of this build with the storm weapons, makes it even deadlier, at point blank range. But let's just take a look to see how we did here. So pretty insane. 15 kills, 1 beacon, and that's just using 1 leech. So yeah, let's just take a look at my teammate here. And this guy is running from level 9 to 12 on his bots, and pretty leveled up pilots. Let's take a look at the other team. This guy's running quite a bit of MK2, as you can see, and pretty leveled up pilots as well. And his teammate, also in Champion League. And this guy's running pretty leveled up bots and pilots, or bots and weapons rather. Some of his weapons are low level, but for the most part, he's doing a pretty good job. And their pilots as well. And before I forget, here are the honor points. So yeah, I'm going to run another game. And I'm actually hoping we get a larger map, because I want to see, how the gameplay changes when we have, more open areas. Because I think if you actually lock down this bot, it can go down pretty quick, because it's kind of like an Ares, you know, when it doesn't have a shield, it goes down very quickly. The thing is, the resistance on this bot is insane, so just keep that in mind. And yep, let's just drop into game number 2. Okay, so game 2 we have dropped in on Rome map, and I decided to run my Leech here first. See if we can actually get to this side as quickly as possible. This guy, you know what? Let's do this. Because this way, if he flies and he starts getting me with his flamethrower, he's just going to take more damage. So he's hitting me now, but I got to get behind cover. Oh shoot, let's just go into phase shift. We actually did quite a bit of damage to him. I think he's down to at least half his health already. Yep, less than half. Why is that guy in stealth back there? Did he lose connection? He might have actually lost connection. They have a player back there. I don't know if you can see on the left side. Oh no, wait, he decided to move. Forget I just said that. He's moving. That's a Loki. Okay, we're gonna do this here. He's gonna go straight for our own beacon, but I'm gonna try to see if I can stop him. He went into phase shift. So I'm gonna fire at this guy now. He's gonna keep, yep, I'm gonna fire at him. His retribution, I gotta let him fire at me. So I'm just gonna charge his shield up here so that he takes that max damage. So what makes this bot so deadly? Oh guys, left side, oh shoot. I can't go there just yet. I don't have my ability here, and there's a lot of guys on this side. I'm gonna make sure that I go here just to protect them.
Double kill.
Let's just do this. So the more he's doing damage to me, can you see this guy's health? He's actually killing his own buddy. And now when he lands in front of me, we're gonna take care of him. And we're gonna go for this guy. What is this guy in? Oh man, that's just brutal. There's another guy in here, but I'm gonna target someone else. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna deal with this guy here. So I'm actually hitting 2 guys at the same time. And jeez, that's insane. Yeah, it's the damage resistance on this bot. I think, you know, personally for me, I think I would actually lower it a bit. If it's not that, then it's probably the repulse range. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing to this guy. Fire at his shield. I want him to fire at me. I'm gonna target this guy here. Nope, he didn't take the bait. Maybe he was the one that I got earlier. There's another guy here. I'm just gonna wait. We need to see if we can heal up a bit. Okay, there's a Aljung or something here on this side. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing here. Nope, we got a bit of lag. So you see his health? His teammate is actually killing him. I'm gonna deal with this guy next if we can. How much health does this guy have? He got knocked down quite a bit. See, this guy must be swearing, man. He's like, what the heck is hitting me? We got this Leo here. You know what? Let's do this. So the more he fires at me, the more damage he's gonna take. And there is a guy inside here which I can probably take out. This guy doesn't know that I'm here yet. And these guys are taking out my teammates there on the other side. There we go. Okay, we've leeched onto this guy. I'm just going to keep on firing at him because remember his retribution shield is what's going to kill him. So I'm using it against him. And I can use it against this guy here too. So let's just see if we can do this. Okay, finally I go down. Man, that was crazy. We need to get some beacons quickly here. So focused on getting that footage for you guys, but I think that was a very good demonstration, you know, of that bot and its abilities. I'm just gonna try to get some beacons here for my teammates. We need to go for this one here. I'm basically gonna ignore, actually, you know what? Let's just do this. I'm hoping my teammate goes for that beacon and doesn't back away, because we do need... Guys, don't let him take this beacon. Get on the beacon. Notice what I did there. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. We actually got more players than they do, so we should be able to win this. So he got that beacon perfect. I'm going to engage this guy here. We're going to have to engage this guy. Actually, you know what? I could go for the other beacon. I think we should be fine. There's another guy behind him, so I'm getting him. I'm actually getting both, I think. Let's move this way. Got you. I was waiting for that. It just moved aside. Holy crap. No, he hasn't. Whoa! Let's do this. The other thing too, I have resistance on this when I'm using my ability, so that's going to help against this bulwark there. He's going to fire at me. And that should be it, I think. So that was actually a very good, showcase of the Leech with Storm. And you guys got to see me actually do damage to players that, like, pretty much through walls. But I think what makes this bot so deadly, especially at close range, is that damage resistance. You don't want to engage at close range for sure, but a lot also depends, on what weapons they are running. But in this game, we ended up doing almost 2.8 million, 14 kills, 4 beacons, and let's just take a look at my teammate. This player here running some level 12 MK2 stuff. Congrats on the Deathwing, by the way. And we can take a look at their pilots or pilot levels and weapon levels. And let's just take a look at the other team. And this player is running level 9 to MK2 level 12 on their Hetchy, with some MK2 weapons and pretty leveled up pilots. And this player over here is actually in Master 1. So this guy is running from level 8 to level 9 on their bots. And you can see the weapon levels there, but pretty leveled up pilots. So yeah, that's pretty much the gameplay that I wanted to show you guys. Actually, wait, before I end things here, almost forgot honor points. So we have some honor points here. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show as far as this build goes. Definitely very deadly, especially with the shot grouping on here. If you do see this build out there and you are engaging it, I don't recommend going head to head, because you got to think it's kind of like a Spectre Storm, except you have damage resistance more than a Falcon, which is insane. But once the ability wears off, that is your time to attack. If you do see a Leech kind of leeched onto one of your teammates, you don't want to fire at them, because otherwise they're going to kill your teammates if they aren't leeched onto you. So got to be very careful with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, of the Leech. If there's anything that you would personally change. I think for me, I would personally change the damage resistance. And I think the ability, instead of it being 500, maybe like 200 meters is where I would probably, put it if I had to rebalance things. But again, this is just my opinion based on, max level gameplay here against even some MK2 players. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.